take us through what we heard from Donald Trump today at that rally.
Yeah, so Lidditz is deep ruby red Republican territory. This is a rural part of Pennsylvania, and Donald Trump knows that he needs to win by a lot in these type of areas if he has any chance of taking this critical state. We saw thousands of Trump supporters out in force here today. It was an early morning for Trump rally that he was holding here at the airport, and it was packed full of people who were very excited about the chance that he might become president once again. We ended up with very close seats to the former president, just 3 rows back. Perhaps they liked the look of my jacket, which meant we had an unobstructed view of him in full flight, what he likes to describe as his weave when he works off the auto cue, weaving together seemingly disparate messages, which he says then come together to a persuasive conclusion. But over and over again, he referenced the fact that what he was doing today was not what his advisors are telling him to do. Instead of focusing on those issues that they know are strong points for the Republican candidate, that is immigration and the economy, particularly inflation, instead he railed against what he says is an attempt to once again steal the election from him. He says he had the election stolen from him in 2020, and that's what the Democrats are doing this time. He also railed against recent polling, which suggests that he's doing worse in Iowa than would be expected. He seems angry, he seems irritated, and that was the message that was coming through over this very long speech. Now, that message, though, that this election is potentially on the verge of being stolen, and again, there is no evidence that the 2020 election was stolen from him. All of the Republican challenges in court back in 2020 lost. And although there have already been these court battles playing out, particularly here in Pennsylvania, there is no evidence of widespread fraud or any attempt by the Democrats to steal this election. But this is the message that Donald Trump is giving a priority at his last rallies into these dying days of the campaign. And it's a message that his supporters are receptive to.
It's a damn shame. And I'm the only one that talks about it because everyone's afraid to damn talk about it. And then they accuse you of being a conspiracy theorist. He's a conspiracy. And they want to lock you up. They want to put you in jail. The ones that should be locked up are the ones that cheat on these horrible elections that we go through in our country.
I felt like today was my last chance, because I can't make it to Reading tomorrow, to see my president for the last time before he does or does not get elected. And I believe he's going to get elected.
How confident are you in that?
I'm very confident as long as a certain side does not cheat. There's no cheating involved. I believe he will definitely win by a big margin.
How confident are you feeling about what happens on Tuesday?
I'm a little nervous. I just keep hearing stuff on the news about ballots and ballot boxes being caught on fire. There's ballots missing. The one closed early, so I'm a little bit nervous.
I should point out, Donald Trump did start this speech, as he starts most of his speeches, by asking the crowd whether or not they are better off today than they were 4 years ago, which does hark particularly to that message around the economy, but also about border security. And he did eventually kind of come back to those issues at the end of this very long speech. But it is very clear that what is preoccupying his mind 2 days out from Election Day is the idea that this election once again will slip from his grasp, and he continues to peddle these conspiracy theories that it is potentially going to be stolen from him.